morning. Hey, I want to ask y'all something if you remember this. I'm going to make some peanut butter cookies in just a little bit, but I want to ask you something first. When I was a little girl and I came in from school, sometimes when we didn't have a lot of snack, Mama just say, fix your peanut butter spoon. And I don't know if y'all have ever even heard of that, but here's what you do. You get your big glob of peanut butter, whoop, and you fixed you a spoon, and you went outside and you just kind of ate it real slow to make it last. But anyway, that's what we did, is we fixed us a peanut butter spoon. Have y'all done that? Is this a lost art? Have you ever done that with your children at home? It's just pure protein. And so, anyway, you might want to try this with your children. I'm going to put this in this bowl and eat it later. I'm going to have me a peanut butter spoon. I had a uncle, my Uncle Pickens, is George's uncle, but he's my uncle too since I married George. But anyway, he had what was called a sinking feeling. Have y'all ever had that? Well, I have. I had one time when I was on a yard sale, and I just all of a sudden my eyes went crazy, and I just felt weak and all like that. Well, peanut butter is what I keep in my car, and he kept it in his. He taught me how to do that. You know, that little pocket behind your seat in a car, little thing. He kept a knife, some peanut butter, and a few crackers. And when he had a sinking feeling, he would reach back there and get that and eat some peanut butter, and then he was better. I don't know if it's your sugar level or what. I don't really know why we have those, but I have them occasionally. But today I'm not going to have a sinking feeling because I'm fixed to make peanut butter cookies. All right, got my stuff out. We're going to take a stick, which is a half a cup. We're going to cream some stuff together. Y'all, this is easy, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that you got every bit of this stuff in your house right this second. So you just put that in there, stick of butter, which is a half a cup. And we are going to put in a half a cup of peanut butter. When I was in elementary school, I went to Northington Elementary School for a while. Then I went to West End Elementary School in Tuscaloosa the rest of the time. And at West End, I remember being in our little class and smelling the lunch cafeteria workers cooking. And I'm telling you, I got so hungry. And one of the things that they made that just radiated out all over the school was peanut butter cookies. And we got so excited. Now, we used to have those, I guess. We probably had them every week, if not maybe every 2 weeks. We had them a lot, okay? We got a half a cup of peanut butter in there. We're going to put some sugars in. We're going to put a half a cup of your granulated sugar, just regular sugar. And we are going to put a half a cup of your brown sugar. Somebody asked me the other day, said, what is that little thing in your brown sugar? They call it a sugar bear. It's made out of clay. It's supposed to take care of your sugar. Anyway, we're going to put a half a cup of brown sugar. I think this brown sugar really makes it because with that mixed with that peanut butter, it tastes so good. Anyway, those cafeteria workers, they'd have us starving to death by lunchtime. We couldn't wait to get up there. Our teacher said, line up, honey. We were in the line. So I'm going to put that in there. And we've got to put just a smidgen of vanilla, half a teaspoon. Let me find a half a teaspoon on it this morning. You know, sometimes my eyes water in the morning when I first get up. Here's a half a teaspoon. Now we're going to cream this together, and I'm going to cream it good, so I'm going to probably turn y'all off while I'm creaming it, because it'll probably go a long time, and I'll clean up this mess I've made. It's supposed to rain today, so what I'm going to do is sit inside and eat peanut butter cookies. I'll be back in a minute. It's a creaming. We need to get some energy today. Y'all remember that old dance that we used to do like this? We go like that, we go like this. We did the chicken dance and all kind of stuff. I tell you, teenagers are nuts, and I was one of them. Okay, I've creamed it a little bit, and I'm gonna put me an egg in there now. That's gonna make it even more creamy. 1 egg. I've got the butter and all that other sugars mixed up, and I'm going to put in 1 egg. That's going to really cream it up. Then we're going to put in our dry ingredients. All right, we're ready for our dry ingredients. And what I've got is let me read my recipe, 1 1/4 cup of your White Lily all-purpose flour. It's just plain old flour, 1 1/4 cup. I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Then we're going to mix these two things in it, because all-purpose flour doesn't have it in it, so we gotta mix it. And we need, on your baking soda, we need 3/4 of a teaspoon, to which this is 1/4, and I'm gonna have to use that little thing 3 times. See, as I don't have that on my measuring thing. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And we need to put a little salt in it. So, how much salt does it say? 1/4. So that's that one, same one, just a different thing. I better do it not over my bowl. Some might come out too fast, hadn't it? There we go. Whoop! Too much, Brenda. There we go. Little that. You know, salt just makes everything a little bit better. I know we shouldn't eat so much of it, but when I was little, I'd go in there and get me a little bit in my hand and eat it. I had a crazy childhood, didn't I? All right, here we go. Let me turn y'all around a little bit more. We're going, we got this blended up really good. And we're going to turn it on a little bit. Not much. All right, here we go. I'm going to add my baking soda and all that stuff to it. White Lily flour. Okay. Just about got it. Alright, this is really stiffening it up. We're going to mix it in here and get it real stiff now. And y'all know what I'm going to have to do? My daughter came and borrowed my cookie sheets. So I looked in there to make these cookies. I don't have a cookie sheet here. So now I'm going to have to go over to her house and get my cookie sheets back. What lesson can you learn in this? Here's the lesson. When you borrow something, take it back. But the best thing to do is not have to borrow anything. Now Scripture says a borrower is a slave to the lender. So right now, I'm going to have to go over there. I'm going to stop this, get in my truck, and go get my cookie sheet, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back from Hannah's house. I went and got my, here's our dough. You make a ball about as big as a walnut. You put it in a little bowl of sugar and roll it in there, and then place it about 2 or 3 inches apart on your cookie sheet, and you do not grease your cookie sheet. So, I'm going to roll these up, put them in here. Y'all got all these ingredients today. If it's raining in your neck of the woods, here, wait a minute, I'm coming. Y'all just wait on me. Here, come in here and speak to everybody. Facebook, come on. We're making peanut butter cookies today. Are you hungry? It's Hannah, y'all. She's been out fertilizing because she's got to get that fertilizer out before it rains. That's what she was doing when I went over there a while ago, fertilizing. Anyway, then you put these on your cookie sheet like this. And we're going to press them down with a fork. And so you're going to have those little fork tines. That's how they did it in our elementary school, I remember. But they made big cookies. I'm sure they weren't this little because I remember they were really big. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to cook them. And then we're going to eat them. She went back outside. She's trying to clean her feet off. It's supposed to rain here any minute. It's beginning to sprinkle right now. I needed to water my ferns, so what I did is I went outside and set my fern down in my big old fish tank. Y'all have seen that before, remember? And, boy, these are going to be so good today. So y'all fix you a peanut butter spoon for your children when they come in from school today. They'll be shocked if they've never had one. Tell them to get outside and eat it. And to eat it slowly. You're supposed to eat it slowly. That'll be protein for them. Be good for their hair and their nails. And their brain. All right. I got 2 more and then I'm going to show y'all how to press them down. I'm sure y'all already know that though, don't you? We know how to fix peanut butter cookies. Y'all got all these ingredients right there at your house today. This is going to make, I forgot how many dozen they said. I think they said 4. Probably according to how big you make them. Let me get my fork now. What did I do with it? I don't know. I'll get another one. All right, here's what you do. You're going to go crossways. So I'm going to go down like that. Whoop. Then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to see how many of you remember. Look at that. You see how you do it? Y'all remember eating those in school? Do you remember how good they smelled? Do you remember how good they smelled? I know you do. Well, I'm going to press these down and then I'm going to put them in my oven on 375, which is not quite there yet. And I am going to eat a cookie for breakfast. I haven't had a bite yet. I drank a mug of coffee. I went out and watered my ferns. I went and got my... Come on, man. Get off of there. I'm going to put some sugar on my fork. Maybe that'll make it do better. I'm going to... there we go. And I drank the last of my milk last night. So, my word, I don't even have any milk to eat with my cookies. And I love milk and cookies to y'all. That's the best thing with a cookie is milk. Cold, cold milk. All right. We're just about done here. I heard my oven say, I'm ready, I'm ready. That one turned out kind of ugly. I'll eat it first. All right, here we go. We're going to pop them in 10 to 12 minutes. Oh my goodness, they have leftover cornbread in the oven. Let me get that out of there. Look at there. There's some leftover cornbread. Alright, I'm looking at my clock. We'll be back in a second. Alright, I've got the others in. I've got 2 cookie sheets. I figured out how to, your cookie not to come up when you're trying to do the fork. What I did is this. I held my cookie like that and then did this, and it stays down on the sheet a lot better, the cookie sheet, instead of coming up with your fork. Alright, this one's ready to go in. We'll put it on the bottom shelf. These are going to stay in about another minute or 2 and then they'll be ready. Okay, the top shelf is done. Let's get it out. Ooh, they look so good, look. Hannah couldn't stay. She realized that I was working. Now I'm going to put these on the top shelf. Let them finish cooking. So it's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's got 16 on the sheet. And I put 16 plus 1 on that sheet. So it makes a lot of cookies. And so what I'm going to do is take them up and let them cool. I'm going to put them on this chopping block right here to cool. And then Big Mama is going to eat some cookies and bring back memories of my childhood and my cafeteria. And the teacher would say, okay, y'all line up. We're going to lunch. And I was the first in line, I'm telling you. I've always liked to eat. Don't those look pretty? Can you see them good? I'm not going to eat them right now because I want them to cool a little bit. Guess I'll have to eat a piece of leftover cornbread till they get done. I might get me some buttermilk after a while. Have that for breakfast. Anyway, y'all remember, these are so good. I'm gonna let them cool, and then I'll eat some later. But you can get your raw peanuts at your local co-op. I know all of y'all probably have a co-op in your town or nearby, and they come in a big old bag. Alabama's big on peanuts. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye bye.